What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Prop Wiz. I'm your host, the Wiz. Today, we'll be doing a box opening review of this Thulsa Doom figure. This is by Super 7. This is part of the Ultimate series. Of course, Thulsa Doom was the main bad guy in Conan the Barbarian, famously played by the late, great James Earl Jones. In fact, a little bit of story, I told it on my Instagram, but I actually got the notification. I got this from Big Bad Toy Store. I actually got the shipping notification the same day that James Earl Jones passed away. It was probably like 2 hours later after getting the shipping notification that I got word that he had passed away. Obviously, man, he's a great legend. Darth Vader will always be the voice of Darth Vader, and many other characters that he played, including the King from Coming to America, the voice in Lion King. I mean, just iconic voice and character. Always been there, man. And dude, I've seen him in big movies, small movies, just a phenomenal actor, which is crazy because that was a big part of why I ordered this. I had actually pre-ordered this maybe a year ago, and I had actually thought about canceling the pre-order. I had 2 Conan figures from this series, and really they're sitting on the shelf, man, and thought I wouldn't have room for this guy. And right when I went to go cancel, it was like, man, come on, man. I don't have a James Earl Jones. I've got some Darth Vader figures in my collection, but this is, come on, man, that's James Earl's face, man. This is him, So I'm glad I got it, man. Of course, wasn't expecting to get that sad news last week, but it is what it is, man. We're here now, and it's real cool to have something like this in our collection to honor such a great human, man. But anyways, we'll jump into the box. Now, this is the first of these figures. Usually I get these figures that has a slip case over it. This one came without one. I don't know if somebody made a mistake and just picking on the Prop Wiz, or is this the way that all of them come? Not tripping at all, man. But pretty cool thing, man. Very consistent. I got a couple of these figures, including a Biggie, Old Dirty Bastard. Again, I've got Conan. I actually got a He-Man from the Ultimate series. So they all come in this cool shaped box. And the beauty with these figures, especially the He-Man, really was cool because it was exactly the way it looked from the cartoon. Like there's other, Mattel, of course, famously makes He-Man figures that look like classic He-Man. Some of them will be updated a little bit, but Ultimates was the only and the first one that I saw that looks exactly the way it looks in the cartoon. So I got He-Man and Prince Adam, in fact, and of course the Old Dirty and Biggie, slightly stylized. And in fact, I would say these are slightly stylized as well, the Conans, but no mistaking who it is. Again, that's James Earl Jones' face on this figure, man. So beautiful. Glad to have it in hand. Again, the rest of the boxes, cool, plain. We got the logo. This logo was specific to the Thulsa Doom character. He controls snakes. At least at the beginning of the film, he was on some snake cult kind of thing. I guess the whole film he was kind of in that. He kind of changed his ideology in terms of looking for steel, and at some point he said flesh was more powerful than steel. But the snakes was pretty consistent all the way through. And of course, we got a little description on the back. It's Battle of the Mounds. So I believe that's the last battle, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta go back and look. I'm not sure if this was from the beginning of the film or the end of the film, but if you know, leave in the comment section. It's the Battle of the Mounds. So this is then later on in the film. So this is after. I thought this might have been from the beginning of the film when Conan's parents were killed. Sorry, spoilers if you haven't seen that 1980, 82, whatever it was, Conan movie. Spoilers. But there was a scene later on when Conan was an adult, and he actually kills Conan's girlfriend with a snake arrow. Dude, real dope, man. Anyways, going way too deep, man. Of course, we got a window, so I already got a preview of the figure, man, but we'll go over the details here in a second when we do the box opening. In fact, let's just go ahead and start the box opening. All right, here we go. Thulsa Doom in the plastic, I'm sorry. Golly, boy. These jokers is cut up too, man. I don't know if he was like this in the movie. James Earl Jones is a big dude. He just comes off menacing and intimidating, but I don't know if he was this cut up. But hey, cool, we'll take it, man. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get out the other accessories. He comes with an extra head sculpt. We'll go over that in detail here in a second. He does have the bow, which is very important, as the scene I explained earlier when he used the snake. And if you haven't seen Conan the Barbarian, then, man, well, first of all, if you haven't seen Conan the Barbarian, then thank you for being here, because that means you're here to hear my voice, I guess. Because come on, son, you got to go watch the movie. Super dope, man. I like Destroy. I actually like both of them, man. But Conan the Barbarian is actually a pretty good movie. But anyway, there's a scene where he shoots a snake. He actually picks up the snake and straightens it out, and it just stays stiff. And man, look at that. So I don't know how we'll make that work with the arrow, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. He does got two daggers, man, that also got the snakes at the end. Is that snakes? I believe so. Serpents at the end. So those are cool. And it looks like we got a place to put these in actually on there. So we can actually keep this on the body, man. It's crazy, yo, because I got a fear that when I put these things in, I'm going to forget that they come out. And so once they're put in, they'll never come out again. That's a possibility. Real life possibility. Anyway, and then we got the dagger that was used. I believe there was some sacrifice scenes or something in the movie that this was used, but definitely iconic to the movie. And it was the first time that I had seen a dagger like this. I feel like we see all kinds of cool daggers nowadays, man. But I think Conan was one of those first movies, man, that had some very, very unique swords. If you go back before then, and there might be some other examples that I missed, but I felt like movies that use swords and yo, even Excalibur, there was some swords that were used that were just looked like regular swords, man. Conan had some unique weapons, man. Weapons with, like, again, the daggers with the serpent hands. This right here with that actually has serpents as it. Conan's sword itself, man, I still feel to this day is one of the most unique swords out there. It had a He-Man feel to me. I feel like He-Man's sword in the cartoon had a similar look, but yep, okay. And then we got 4 additional hands. We'll keep them in there until we determine what we're gonna use it for. But anyways, let's go over the head sculpt. This guy right here, the helmeted one first. Again, you gotta watch the movie. Beautiful, beautiful detail. Again, Super 7 has a way where they simplify things, but everything is there. Like, it's not ultra realistic, but dude, it's a very, very good representation of what the actual person looked like or that character looked like. So we got that, man. You got all these details. Some of the stuff that looked like is glued on there. It doesn't look like one molded piece. That is perfect, man. And there's definitely some weathering. It looks like it's overall got like maybe like a gunmetal gray overall, and then it's got some brush silvers in there, giving it more detail. And look at that, it's got a shine to it, a silver shine to it. So that's cool, man. And I don't know if you can see his eyes. His eyes do have like a blue color maybe to it. So this is cool. And again, very accurate to the movie. I do believe James Earl Jones was wearing contact lenses in this. So let's look at the actual head itself. Since we're on head sculpts, and of course, there's no mistaking that for anybody else except for James Earl Jones. Look at that. You know, albeit it's a light-skinned version of him with or maybe it's the perm. He probably, because I think James Earl Jones is light-skinned, man, but look at that. That straight hair, baby, having that straightened hair, that perm hair somehow is making him lighter, boys, giving him that European look, man. Or dare I say, pimp look, man. He's got it going on. Look, he's got the thumbs up when I said it. But yo, again, very, very detailed. I do think they added some muscles to him. But then again, I don't remember seeing a shot of him fully like this either. So I might have just missed that. But look at the details, man. Some of the stuff is, I love that some of the stuff is not molded to it how I feel like some figures would have did it. Yo, everything is loose. Look at that. Everything got a looseness to it. Extends. It just don't look like it was just, again, just molded plastic. It looked like something that was layered, glued on, stuck on. Perfect, man. Now, the articulation isn't great, but it isn't bad considering it's somebody that is very, very built and it has plenty of armor on. And again, man, he had a stoic kind of thing going on, a regalness to him. So I don't think you'd be posing him in no crazy dynamic poses anyway. And oh yeah, by the way, the cape does have a wire in it, so the cape itself is posable. that wire is going all the way around. So it's almost completely posable if you want. Whatever you want to do with it. So that's dope. And again, look at that detail. Look at that, man. I actually don't remember this cape in the movie. I remember the armor, but this I don't remember. I remember him wearing a cape, but I don't remember the detail on it. I don't remember seeing that at all. But man, this is great. Yo, look at the armor, the chest armor, the details, the eyes. Jeez, man. And again, it's got those, is it green eyes? Can't tell if it's green or blue. But awesome figure, man. Super, super dope, yo. Let's take it up to the studio, man, for our final thoughts. All right, here with the final thoughts, man. Thulsa Doom, bro. Just super glad to have this in the collection, man. James Earl Jones. How many times have I said that name during this box opening, man? I got him in hand. The head sculpt is definitely my favorite part. Having it here in the studio now, the armor, just the complexity of how layered this thing is, man. It's just an awesome, awesome figure. So with that being said, man, I give it a rating of 5 out of 5, dude. I think it's a perfect figure. Of course, I'm judging it within the realm of what it is. Like, I'm not comparing this to a Mezco figure that might have real clothing or whatnot, but it's up there, man. It's their Super 7. I feel like, dude, they're top notch, man. Probably one of my favorite toy companies in terms of this. They make these little retro figures also that's less detailed. I respect it because I know what they're doing, but these things right here, man, that they're doing, their Ultimate series, I think is super dope, man. And this is definitely up there. Glad to have it in the collection. Can't wait to have them displayed next to my Conan. Got 2 Conans from the Conan the Barbarian movie. So definitely dope, man. So, yep, 5 out of 5, man. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section. Is this something you've been eyeing? Is it something you already got your hands on, looking for? Let me know what's up. Also, do you have some of the other figures? Did you get the Conans? Did you get the He-Mans? Or you got some other Super 7 you want to talk about? Let me know what's up in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, please take the time to hit the like button. Also, hey, think about hitting that notify button. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. And as always, I love you guys to death, and I'll check you out next time, all right?
Yo, attack with rapping, the masses clapping, the whackers act like passes and passes, dramatic actors active but passive, package and packed with explosives, scattered like roaches after I spray in with rays, family sing amazing grace over it's over kid under the floorboard, it's morbid, the floor stored filled to the brim with forgotten rotten corpses. They call me Clark Kent when I keep your head in the orbit. I do it for sport because your life force ain't worth absorbing. You born boring, you was born, your mom was mourning because she knew you couldn't survive this global warning. The warning signs is bright and up high. You come to die cause every day gets great. Your survival rate takes a nosedive. The 4 or 5 caliber, nothing to disable the challenger. Bust up, really up your melon like Gallagher. Earth to your whole crew like Battlestar Galactica.